Hey, I'm Chris Long with Nective, and today's geo tip is to really understand how ChatGPT actually trains its models. And one of the biggest sources of influence is Common Crawl. For those that don't know, Common Crawl is a nonprofit organization that openly and freely crawls the web and then freely gives that access to anyone who wants it. So, in theory, you could use Common Crawl's data to train your own model or use it in any way you want. Well, what's really interesting is that if you actually look at the Wikipedia page for GPT-3, kind of one of ChatGPT's initial models, you can see that 60% of its weighted training data came from Common Crawl. So that's a really key point, that most likely that if you want to be included in ChatGPT's knowledge base, you need to be eligible for Common Crawl. It likely needs to be in that database. Of course, it's using other forms of training its data as well, but Common Crawl is one of the biggest. And if you're trying to influence content that isn't there, like LinkedIn, Twitter, you might not see your content show up in ChatGPT because it's not influencing the training data. Curiously enough, if you look at the training data for GPT-4, it says that OpenAI has been much more kind of not less transparent about that. So we can see they didn't release any technical details of GPT-4. But know that if you're trying to influence ChatGPT's training data, you want to look for sites or look for Common Crawl data and be sure that the content you're trying to train and influence is accessible via Common Crawl. That's going to be one of the ways you can influence this underlying training data.